Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. India generates 20% of the world's data, but operates with less than 2% of its data centers. The government plans to procure 10,000 graphics processing units within the next 2 to 3 months. At the Global India AI Summit, my colleague Aishwarya Anand discusses with startups the necessary policy measures and investments required to establish a strong AI infrastructure in India. Take a look.
India accounts for 20% of the world's data, but has less than 2% of its data centers. To solve for this, the government is set to acquire 10,000 GPUs or graphics processing units in the next 2 to 3 months through a public-private partnership, Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has said. Earlier this year, the cabinet had approved rupees 10,000 crore AI mission to make India future ready. I'm here at the Global India AI Summit to speak to startups on the kind of policy push and spending required to build a robust AI infrastructure in India. Government has just announced that they're set to acquire 10,000 GPUs, and that's part of the India AI mission. For a company like yours, for Bharat GPT, what would that mean?
This was actually the need for us to actually train data models from India from scratch. And if you know Bharat GPT, yes, we've taken the base model and trained in India with the data sets which we had. So with this kind of initiative, GPUs in India, that will give a great push for the companies like us to build the small models from scratch so that we can build developers, the whole ecosystem can build AI solutions for India.
The India AI mission is looking at technology very responsibly, thinking about it from the perspective of where does the intent exist and where is the capacity. And when there isn't a capacity, the India AI mission is actually building the capacity. Right? When you look at what they're doing with future skills, what they're doing with the AI centers they want to build, and I'm very excited to see how the non-profit ecosystem will use this.
How long do you think it's actually going to take for the whole process to get much smoother for startups out there?
I think the biggest problem that I feel the government is solving really well for startups is the access to great computing infrastructure and GPU infrastructure, right? Whenever we think of, okay, we can solve this problem, suddenly there's a massive upfront cost that a startup needs to do, and that suddenly kind of throws that balance out of proportion. Then you need to look for funding, and then when you're looking for funding, it's like a whole process around that. So I think that in the India AI mission of having the capability of getting access to great compute infrastructure at scale very easily, I think that's going to really boost India's startup game in terms of deep tech. And I think it will take about 6 months to a year for it to, start seeing the effects. But I think it's going to come very quickly, and we are very excited about it.
What's your perspective on India leveraging its digital public infrastructure to bring Gen AI to the masses? How long before that's done?
India is very, very adaptable. What do I mean by that is if you give a right product to Indians, they'll use it, right? So once we have this AI platform backed with the right data, then we can create AI solutions. And once we create AI solutions, people would use it. You see the UPI being adopted and see the pace at which it's being adopted. So build the right product, it would be used, right? So the urge is to everyone, developers, tech community. Yes, one side is the tech. We have good enough tech. Use that tech, whether it's created by Indians or outside, irrespective, use that tech and create the solutions for the real world problems.
So what is the future of AI in India looks like according to you?
In India? I think in India, it's going to be this. So India services AI is going to do phenomenally well. I think Gen AI services generally needs a lot of people as well, and good talented folks, which India is a massive now booming sector of. So I think there we're going to do phenomenally well. Can we make that jump into products, right? Can great Gen AI products come out of India that are globally used? It's a 50-50. I think a lot of companies like us are also trying to make that happen. And I think we'll make it happen. So I think that's the next excitement. And we want the next fresh desk in the AI space to be from India.
Funding for AI startups in Q1 2024 has increased as compared to Q4 2023. with $12.2 billion having flown into the ecosystem as per data from Crunchbase. Now, this vibrant ecosystem has also caught the attention of OpenAI, which said it is closely monitoring developments in India and the needs of its AI startups. Going forward, the big challenges for AI companies are going to be around building the right use cases, strategic expertise, investing in sound infrastructure, and data privacy. With camera person Gaurav Tyagi, Ishwarya Anand for CNBC TV 18.